Hello and welcome to my new series where we talk about mythological creatures. In the first part of this series we talk about banshees. I said that I've been seeing a rise in vampires and witches making a comeback in books, but I've also been seeing a lot of mermaids and pirates recently, or sirens and pirates. I've always loved a good pirate story. Pirates of the Caribbean was and is still one of my very favorite movie series. So today we're going to talk about sirens. Again, this is all my own research and just for fun, so if any of these facts are incorrect, I apologize in advance. When you hear the word siren, you probably think of the very beautiful but darker version of a mermaid who lure sailors to their deaths with their voices. But here's the thing, that's not what sirens originally were at all. The original sirens from Greek mythology weren't half fish, they were actually half bird, half woman, and their voices didn't come from beneath the sea, but from rocky cliffs overlooking the sea. The earliest descriptions of sirens come from ancient Greece. In Homer's The Odyssey, Odysseus encounters them on his journey home. Warned of their power, he plugs his crew's ears with beeswax so they can row safely past, but he ties himself to the mast. As they pass the island, the sirens begin to sing and they promise knowledge and glory, which is a huge thing in ancient Greek mythology. Their voices are irresistible, but if Odysseus had given in, his ship would have crashed against the rocks, and he and his crew would have joined the countless sailors who'd already perished listening to their song. The ancient descriptions of sirens sang songs of knowledge and power and not love, which is a big thing in modern sirens today. They're very much seductresses. So artists in ancient Greece originally depicted sirens as women with the bodies of birds. They had feathered wings, talons, and beautiful human faces, and sometimes they were seen holding a lyre. They lived on islands surrounded by bones and shipwrecks. Over time, their appearance started to evolve. By the Middle Ages, European art started to merge the idea of the siren with that of the mermaid, creatures of the water rather than the air. And that's where the image that we know of today finally took hold. There are also stories about their origins, that they were once companions of Persephone, and when she was taken to the underworld, they begged for wings so they could search for her. But when they failed to bring her back, they were cursed to stay on Earth forever, their songs forever calling out for what they'd lost. So even at their core, I don't think sirens are necessarily evil. I think they're born from grief and longing. By the time of later myths and medieval folklore, sirens and mermaids had become almost indistinguishable. The sirens' wings turned fins, the cliffs turned to the deep ocean, but their haunting songs remained. Today, when we talk about sirens in movies, in books, or songs, we often think of the darker mermaid version, the creature who lures sailors into the sea with songs of love so that they can drown them. But in the beginning, sirens weren't sea creatures at all. They were voices from above the waves, not below them. Their danger was psychological. They represented obsession and temptation and knowledge and the kind of curiosity that can lead you to destruction, which is very different, I think, from today's versions of sirens, which, like I said, very much centered around love and seduction. So yeah, that's my insight into sirens, early sirens. And I always feel bad because I know what the original siren is, but every time I make a video with like a siren aesthetic, I always do like the mermaid version because that's the version everybody knows. So I can't win because if I do the mermaid version, I have the few people that do know the origins of sirens in my comments saying, this is not what a siren is. Sirens aren't half fish, half woman. I know. But then if I do half bird, half woman siren, I get so many people in my comments that are like, hey, so this is not a siren. But it is though. It was. They're both right, okay? Anyways, if there is a mythological creature you would like to talk about next, please let me know in the comments. And again, I know this video is super long, so if you made it all the way to the end, hey, I love you. If you didn't make it all the way to the end, I still love you, but you'll just never know. Anyways, thanks for watching.